Tip 7 is one of my favorite tips of this entire series because it's the easiest way to make as much money as possible with the least amount of effort. Now, before we dive into the nitty-gritty of how to go about Creator Connections and take advantage of it, let's first explain what Creator Connections is. Essentially, there are a bunch of brands on Amazon who are willing to pay us influencers additional commissions to promote their products. So let's take this product for example. This brand wants to have more influencers promote their products, whether it be via YouTube video, social media, or an Amazon influencer shoppable video. So they create this campaign saying, we'll give an additional 10% commission if you make a video for us and promote this product. So I take the product, I make a video, I upload it to my storefront. Now, every time this product sells on my storefront, I get that 2 to 4% commission rate that we're used to. This is probably a 2%. And then on top of it, I get the additional 10% commission rate. Now the percentage varies, it can be 10 to 50%, but it's one of the greatest things because you go from making 2 to 4% to 10 to 50%, which is like a 10x increase. It's crazy. Now, one of the greatest parts about Creator Connections is you can take the videos that you've already done and attach them to these Creator Connections campaigns, so that way the videos you've already done are now making you even more money. But enough of this explanation, let's go ahead and dive into it and just show you what this looks like. First, in order to have Creator Connections, you need to be at least a bronze creator. It is super easy to be a bronze creator. Here is kind of a breakdown of the different types of statuses. Here is the requirements for each one. And as you can see, for a bronze, you just need at least $1 in ship revenue or 100 clicks. So if you don't have that, chances are you're just getting started and you have this to look forward to. But the easiest way to access Creator Connections is going to be through the ViralView extension up here, Creator Connections. So this is what Creator Connections looks like. Here at the top, above here, it'll show you how much money you've made from Creator Connections. But then down here, it'll show you all of the different campaigns that are available, all the different brands that are willing to pay, as you can see, 10% here, 25% here, 15%, 30%. Again, it ranges between that 10 to 50%. Then as you can see, in total, there are 388,000 total campaigns. And now in each of these campaigns, there is a giant list of products. So there are a ton of products that are inside these Creator Connections campaigns. So for example, let's just click on this random one right here. Here is the campaign. Here's kind of the details, the start date, end date, the commission rate, the campaign budget, how much budget is remaining. And then here is the list of all of the products available that fit this campaign. Now let me show you the process of accepting a campaign, let's say for this product. So I recently just made a video for this product. Now you can look up the product or you can look up the keyword or the brand. So in this case, it's FixBear. So FixBear. And what's crazy is this brand has 448 campaigns. So it can be kind of hard to scroll through and find the right product. Now, make sure you stay until the end of this video because I'm gonna share like the quickest way to go about Creator Connections, finding the campaigns, linking your videos. But it's important that we kind of understand the process of how to do it manually before we dive into the automated process. Okay, so I was scrolling for a while, but I finally found it. So here it is. As you can see, this is the product. What I can do now is accept the campaign. And now if we go to our active campaigns, we can find the one I just accepted, which is this one. And as you can see, it says content not submitted yet. So we'll go ahead and click on it. And again, we have the start date, end date, commission rate, 15%, campaign budget. We still got a ton of budget remaining. All of the campaign brief, honestly, I don't ever really look at any of that. And then we'll come down here and paste the URL. So what I would have to do now is go to my storefront, find the video, then we copy the link, come back here, select the video type. In this case, it's just a shoppable video. So we're gonna hit video, enter the URL, hit enter, submit, and there we go. Now that was kind of a lengthy process. And when I have 2,500 videos, you can imagine how long it would take for me to manually search every single one of my products. And again, not most products don't have Creator Connections campaigns. So it can be a very tedious process and it's basically impossible finding all the campaigns. And not only that, but this product could be found in other campaigns. So for example, look at this guy right here. It may not look like it in the beginning, but there are a ton of products tagged to this one campaign that I could have missed. So what is the best way to take my 2,500 videos or however many videos you have and compare them to the hundreds and thousands of campaigns that are available and find when they match up? Luckily, ViralView has you covered, and all you have to do is hit this accept related campaign button, and ViralView is going to take all of the products that you have ever made videos for and find which of them have Creator Connections campaigns. It's going to automatically accept those campaigns and then automatically tag your videos to those campaigns. And just in case you don't realize how monumental that is, if you were to manually do that, it would take you weeks and you still wouldn't even be able to do it as efficiently as ViralView. And the best part is it's all automated. So you just hit the button and then let ViralView do its thing. But it gets even better. So not only is ViralView going to tag the products that you have made videos for, but oftentimes Amazon will place our video of a product on like a different product. Like they might take the video I made for this guy and place my video on like a competitor's listing. Amazon does whatever they want sometimes, but oftentimes that video will show up elsewhere. They'll watch my video and buy the product and I'll get a commission. But what if that product has a Creator Connections campaign? Shouldn't I be rewarded for that as well? And the answer is yes, if you have the campaign accepted, which luckily for you, ViralView will automatically do that and accept those campaigns to make sure that you make as much money as possible. But it gets even better. As Amazon influencers or Amazon associates, we oftentimes get commissions that are referred to as halo sales, which means someone watches our video and then buys a different product. So let's say they watch this video that I made for this product, and then after they watch my video, they go buy some tape or whatever it may be. They go buy a different product. I will still be rewarded that commission because I was part of the purchasing decision. They watched my video that helped them to go buy a different product. So even though they didn't buy the product I was promoting directly, they bought a different product, so I'm going to be rewarded. So let's say they go buy some tape. That tape, if it has a Creator Connections campaign, I should be rewarded. But it's gonna be impossible for you to find that Creator Connections campaign unless you have ViralView. So ViralView is going to accept those campaigns as well. And let me show you exactly how you're going to take advantage of these 3 different types of campaigns. Again, the products that you have tagged, the products that Amazon has placed your videos on, and then 3 halo sales. All right, so again, you're just going to click this Accept Related Campaigns button right here. And here are the 3 different options I went over. Tagged ASINs. So again, those are the products that you have directly tagged to your video. The auto-linked ASINs, which again are the products that Amazon has placed your video on. And then lastly, down here at the bottom, the halo sales. Now, the halo sales option here on the bottom has a little bit different of a process. So I'm going to just do the tagged ASINs and the auto-linked ASINs first to show you kind of what that looks like. Now, I recommend before you even do this, that you come to your Creator Hub and you make sure that ViralView has done a complete scan of your storefront. If you don't do this, then ViralView won't know which products to tag and which ones not to tag. And then once you've done that, you can go ahead and choose the options you want. In this case, I'm gonna do the tagged ASINs, the auto-linked ASINs, and I'm not going to do the report history, and I'm gonna hit start. ViralView is then going to go to work and scan all the products that I've ever made videos for, all the products that I am showing up on that I haven't necessarily tagged myself. It's going to accept all those campaigns and tag those campaigns with my videos. Now, this process, depending on how many videos you have, can take a while. For me, 2,500 videos, it does take a second. And one thing to note is while this is happening, do not do anything else on Amazon or you will get rate limited. If you have any questions about rate limiting, you can leave it down below. I will include a video on what that even means, but just know that you can't do anything else on Amazon. Just let ViralView do its thing. Kick back, relax, do whatever you want, go work on something else off your computer. You can still be on your computer, just don't use any sort of Amazon related tab. I also recommend making sure that your screen doesn't go to sleep or you'll have what I had right here where it actually took almost 90 minutes, but that was because my screen fell asleep halfway during the process. But once it's done, you'll get a pop-up that looks like this, where there is 2,783 products that I have tagged to look at, 3,000 products that Amazon has placed my videos on to look at, the earning report ASINs to check, which that one I actually didn't do in the example. I'll explain that one here in a little bit, so don't worry about the earnings report ASINs yet. But of all the ASINs that it checked, it found 1,224 new campaigns that I hadn't been a part of, putting my total at 6,000 campaigns. So yes, I have 6,000 campaigns that are earning me bonus commissions. And then of the 1,200 new ones that it just found. Here is the breakdown. 475 were on products that I've tagged, 742 were on products that Amazon is placing my videos, and then 7 on the earnings report. And again, we're gonna dive into that one here in just a second. But just like that, I didn't have to do anything. At 2 clicks of a button, ViralView found all of these campaigns for me. So I have a total now, again, of 6,000 campaigns. If I had to do that manually, I don't know how long it would take me. One, it would be impossible. There would be no way for me to find the products where Amazon is placing my videos. Like, that's just impossible. So truly, truly amazing that ViralView can do this for you. And most people who do this, they will double their commissions, or if not, exceed their commissions. Yes, most people make more from Creator Connections commissions than their normal commissions. And again, you don't have to do any additional work. You're taking the videos that you've already created and just attaching them to these Creator Connections campaigns. And just by doing that, you can double your commissions, or more than double your commissions. It's wild. So now that we have that understood, let's dive into this bottom right here and accept the campaigns and get those Halo sales. So the way it's going to work is you're going to select this last 48 hours button right here. But before you can hit start, you have to go to your Amazon report summary and find the ASINs of the products that you've had sales for. So what is that gonna look like? You're gonna click this button right here. It's going to take you to your Associate Central, where you can look at your commissions. And if you're an Amazon affiliate, you can be on this store ID. If you're an Amazon influencer and you just do on-site commissions, make sure you have the on Amazon selected. And unfortunately, I can't show you the screen of my commissions. As we know, Amazon doesn't allow you to disclose that information. But at the top of your commissions, you'll have this ViralView drop down right here, and you're going to collect the past 48 hours commissions. So what this is going to do is going to find all of the sales of all the different products that you have sold in the last 48 hours. In this case, it found 160 ASINs. And then you're gonna come back to this page right here. Now, if you're an Amazon influencer and an Amazon associate, you can go over and collect the ASINs of your other account as well. For the most part, majority of us are just relying on on-site commissions. And so I'm only going to just do these 160 ASINs for this example. But again, come back here and we're going to do the last 48 hours check. And we're gonna hit start. And what this is going to do is it's going to find all of the products that I've sold in the last 48 hours and find which of them were Halo sales. Which of those sales did someone watch my video and go buy a different product? And then if I did, we're going to accept that campaign as quick as possible and maybe get the commission for it before it's fully been registered through Amazon. Now this is so cool because let's say it only finds 2 campaigns. Well, if those 2 campaigns have 20% additional commissions and the 2 to 4% commission, well, now those 2 sales made 10 times the amount just from accepting those campaigns. So in this case, I already ran this scan earlier this morning, so I didn't find anything, but I'll still go ahead and break it down for you. You got the tagged ASINs to check. We did 0 and auto-linked ASINs to check 0. And again, that was because we didn't select those options. We only selected the Halo sales option. We did those first 2 beforehand, and now we're just doing the earnings report ASINs. It found 0 campaigns. It took 1 minute and 36 seconds to scan through them all. And then if it did find a campaign, it would show up right here. And you'd even be able to click on the, let's say it found five ASINs, you would be able to click on these ASINs and see which products they were. But going back to that screenshot, this is actually the screenshot from this morning when I ran the find and accept related campaigns button, and I did all of them. I did the tagged ASINs, I did the auto linked, and I did the Halo sales option. And then again, we have the 3 options right here. So, and you can see that it's blue, and so you would be able to click and see which ASINs were accepted by clicking. Now, once it finds all these campaigns, you now need to hit the submit all content button right here, which I did that earlier. And as you can see, it took about 4 minutes, but what it did is it took all the campaigns that were accepted and found if I had content for them. If I had content for them, it linked it into the campaign, how I showed in the beginning of this video. And so super nice that ViralView will do that for you as well, so you don't have to do it manually. Now, something I want to address, let's go ahead and close out of here and come to our active campaigns. As we scroll through, these are all the campaigns, again, that I'm part of, that I'm making money on. and you will see this right here says I have content submitted. So that means ViralView has pasted my video for me. So again, you can see video, ViralView pasted it here for me, and it has done that to all of the campaigns where I do have videos. Now you'll come across products like this where you don't have content submitted. And if you click on it, you will see that ViralView says you don't have any videos for this campaign. Now, this is a product that I did not make a video for. So ViralView didn't have any content submit because I don't have a video for it, but that's totally okay. As long as you have the campaign accepted, you will still get the commission. And at the moment, there is no issue with accepting a campaign and not having content submitted to the campaign. Now, if you do have content, you do want to submit it, especially if you're doing brand deals and working with the brands. We'll dive into that in a later video, but if you do have content, you do want it submitted. If you don't have content, you don't have to worry. So that kind of sums up the find and accept Creator Connections campaign feature of ViralView. What I recommend is to run this feature minimum once a week on the video settings. So on the tagged ASINs and the auto-linked ASINs, I recommend doing this minimum one time a week. I know people who will do it once a month. I know people who do it one time every day. Depending on how many videos you have and how free you are, you can decide for yourself, but I do it about 2 to 3 times a week, but at least always a minimum one time a week. Now for the Halo sales down here, the report history, the last 48 hours, I recommend, if possible, running this daily because again, this is finding your most recent sales and trying to get the Creator Connections campaign commission before it fully registers into Amazon system. So if you're not running it every day, that's totally fine. You're just missing out on some commissions here and there, which is totally fine. I know people who will run this multiple times a day, like in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night. And that just assures that you have the highest probability of getting that Creator Connections campaign. But that would be my recommendation to you, is to run this minimum one time a week, and if possible, one time every day down here. And that sums up our Creator Connections video. I know it was a longer one if you made it this far. I truly appreciate you, and I know that it's going to pay off learning about all of these things. In our next videos, we're going to dive even deeper into other aspects of Creator Connections, but this is a great base that is going to help you make even more money with the Amazon Influencer Program. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below, and we'll see you guys in the next